CEO Keith Lowenfield submitted his report just after midday today to GCOM Chair, retired Justice Claudette Singh. Justice Singh will now have to call a meeting of the Commission to deliberate on the contents of the report and would then invite Lowenfield to present the final report for a declaration to be done on June 16th, as gazetted in the amended recount order. However, the CEO has come in for criticisms by the opposition, Pppc, which says he went outside of his mandate. Instead of presenting a tabulation of the votes garnered during the recount exercise and a summary of the observation reports, Lowenfield also preferred his opinion and stated that he is of the view that the election process lacked credibility and fairness. This position was taken after Lowenfield agreed with the unsubstantiated claims by the incumbent APNU-AFC coalition that dead and migrated persons voted at the March 2nd elections. In his report, at the end of the summation for each of the 10 electoral districts, Lowenfield said, quote, "Finally, the summation of anomalies and instances of voter impersonation does not appear to satisfy the criteria of impartiality, fairness, and compliance with provisions of the Constitution and the Rights of the People Act, Chapter 103. Consequently, on the basis counted and the information furnished from the recount, it cannot be ascertained that the results meet the standard of fair and credible elections." End quote. However, according to the recount order, which is the legal mandate of the recount, the CEO's main function was to summarize the observation reports with all the alleged anomalies and submit that to the 7-member commission for deliberation. Section 12 of that order states, quote, "The matrices for the recount of the 10 electoral districts shall then be tabulated by the Chief Election Officer and shall be submitted in a report together with a summary of the observation reports for each district to the Commission." End quote. In a strongly worded statement, the Pppc said Lowenfield is acted in clear violation of the gazetted recount order since he appointed himself as investigator, judge, and executioner. The Pppc said, quote, "Undoubtedly, in one swipe, Lowenfield has acted ultra vires, in excess of and without authority, in violation of natural justice, in abrogation of the separation of powers doctrine, unlawfully, unconstitutionally, and the pronouncements that he has made are certainly null, void, and of no effect. That his pronouncements and tabulations bear a striking resemblance to the contentions and calculations of the APNU plus AFC have not gone unnoticed. He would make an excellent witness for the APNU plus AFC at the trial of an elections petition." Meanwhile, Pppc's General Secretary and Opposition Leader Bharat Jagdeo said during a virtual statement that the party is not surprised by Lowenfield's actions.
This is the same Lowenfield who prepared a report based on Lowenfield's Mingo's fraudulent declaration and took it to the commission to have them announce the winner of the elections on the basis of Mingo's fraudulent results. The same Lowenfield. And now, once again, the plot thickens. He has acted, he's come through once again for APNU AFC, the rigging cabal, by trying to cast doubts on the credibility of the elections. Now, one thing they cannot get away from, one thing that is clear, is that the recount was done, the results certified for the 10 regions, and that they show the PPP as a winner.
Nevertheless, the Pppc, which the recount shows secured a landslide victory over the incumbent coalition, added that GCOM is bounded by the Constitution to ignore Lowenfield's opinion and act on the tabulation of the recount results presented to them in the report. On the other hand, GCOM now awaits a high-level CARICOM team that scrutinized the 34 days recount exercise to submit its report before a final declaration is made on or before June 16th. Reporting for the Evening News, Laker Ambagirat.